Colleen, I think you did an excellent job at telling Benjamin's story and how really it was his spirituality and his lack of connection with spirituality that was stopping him from receiving treatment. When I first read this story, I really thought the point of this story was to show how important spirituality can be in the healthcare field, which you pointed out in your video, so I too agree with that. But I didn't get until you pointed out that this story shows that it's okay to probe. And I think this is something that is huge in the healthcare field today. I think today in our society, a lot of people are very nervous about offending someone and do not want to step on someone's heels. But in this case, if the physician had not took the time to probe and see what was actually going on with Benjamin, then Benjamin probably would have succumbed to his illness. And just from the physician taking more time to probe, Benjamin was able to live and get cured and live a healthy life. And for me personally, I would much rather accidentally overprobe and offend someone and end up saving them than have not even tried at all. I can always apologize and try to make my best attempt to sever that relationship. Regarding your second question, I really like also that you pointed out that the patient may change their mind. I know personally for me in the clinic, we've been working with some pretty devastating injury lately, such as people losing multiple fingers or getting their hand stuck in a grinder. And these patients come in devastatingly affected by this injury, and they first show up and a lot of them don't even want to be in therapy. They're like, I really don't want to be here. I really don't want you to touch it. I don't really want to see it. And I know personally for me, just taking the time to sit there and talk with them and see what is actually going on has had huge effects. I've had patients come in at first refusing for me to even take their bandages off, to them actually physically participating in therapy, thanking me, and looking forward to come back. So I really do think that people can change your mind, and us in the healthcare need to remember this. And as far as how you pointed out the book to make sure the refusal is based on correct information, I think that is super important. We don't want to talk someone out of something they truly want to do if that is what they truly believe is right for them. And that is up to them. It is their autonomy, and that's such a staple of the medical community. So just having those conversations and make sure your patients are fully informed, but not persuading them past that point. I think there's a fine line between probing and persuasion, and I think that's where us healthcare providers need to find a good amount to work with our patients. Additionally, I think that you talking about using past examples is also very beneficial. I know if you talk about it helps the patient see that they're not the only one that's going through this, and that there may be someone out there that they could talk to who feels the same way, and that things can get better. Overall, I think you did a really good job at assessing these questions.